All right, hello, whoever's watching this. This is Citrus Systems telling you about our business plan. Our company is called Citrix Lighting. The whole purpose is they are a lighting distributor here in Miami, Florida. And basically, they work with all sorts of manufacturers from around the world, import the best lighting supplies and solutions, and then they distribute them out to the local area in the Miami and South Florida area. So that's really our business plan from a 30,000 foot view. We have one location. It's a warehouse type location based in Miami with an on-prem data center that's really like a storage locker almost. And on top of that, we have one IT person on staff. And the resources that we technically use right now is an ERM, a Salesforce, and QuickBooks Online. Now, when it comes to the overall goal and the strategy of the business right now, we've hit pretty much capacity in penetrating South Florida. Now we're looking to expand our reach over on the West Coast into California. So we want to go ahead and expand our office and add a satellite location in Southern California. So really the future, like I said, is we're going to be adding that location on there really to extend our reach to new customers and start our movement onto the West Coast and grow our revenue. Now, some of the issues that we're running across that we need help with is because we are still technically a startup and new company, we're not a huge staff, so we only have one IT admin. And also another issue that we have is we don't have all the money in the budget in the world to add additional hardware resources and have them managed effectively from an IT standpoint. So those are really some of the big issues that we are faced with. So for us, the best strategy is going to be to adopt a hybrid cloud approach, which is the whole goal of this exercise. Basically, what we want to do is the ERM has to stay on-prem because it's locally built into that specific server that we manage on site. And there's no really way to update it and move it on to the cloud. So what we really want to do to really focus on getting rid of the cost and minimizing the cost of not adding another admin into that California location. There's no way we can afford that. We really need to add the IT admin we have right now to manage both the Florida and the California office. So the hybrid cloud approach is going to be perfect because it's going to allow us to take Salesforce, which is technically right now on-prem, and really utilize it for its intended use to move to the cloud, as well as move our QuickBooks from on-prem and move that into the cloud as well. And we want to put those both in Azure. And the reason why we need those to be put in there is that's what our sales team in California really needs to access to really grow sales and start building out the state of California for us. So really our needs when it comes to the hybrid cloud approach is, like I said, we need to move Salesforce and QuickBooks into Azure. And then we also want to go ahead and add workspace so that way, because the whole idea is really to add a Salesforce. So they need to be walking around, they need to be knocking on doors, but they need to access all the data and information and apps. They need to be productive. So workspace is a perfect opportunity for us to allow them to do that and not have to worry about that extra cost of buying them laptops, buying them tablets to go ahead and get the job done. And on the other hand, it allows our guy in South Florida, who's going to be managing the California office from an IT admin perspective, to really have control over what they can do when it comes to accessing their apps. So we're really worried about the security and them kind of taking snapshot photos and sending it out, doing things they shouldn't be doing with the apps that they have access to, especially that we're not going to have an IT admin there to really kind of hold things together. So that workspace is going to be a perfect opportunity for the IT admin to really manage set policies and manage everything from a single pane of glass to make sure everything is tight on the devices that they're using. And then of course we also, with the workspace, one of the most important things is, like we said, to manage the IT from an additional, without having to add an additional resource. The hybrid cloud approach will allow them to, like I just said, manage everything from one central location without having to spend that extra 50, 75 grand to add another IT admin. So that's really it. That's our business plan, and that's how we plan to utilize the hybrid cloud. Just to do a quick overcap and review. Really just want to move the on-prem apps like the Salesforce, QuickBooks onto the Azure, and allow our guys to go ahead and run and use any device, anywhere, anytime, to go ahead and close deals.